Hello everyone, this is Godzilla Wolf 1 and I am back with another Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach live stream. And I apologize, there was no stream on Saturday. We were at a family reunion that ended up going longer than I anticipated, so by the time I got home it was almost time to start and I was just exhausted. So, regardless, we are back. We are trying to deal with the Roxy, with the confrontation with Roxy, which that's honestly one of the better parts of the game. Like, I have gripes with the game, but this actually feels tense. I actually am enjoying this. Also, apparently, Gigabash is currently working on something new, so that'll probably be something we stream when it happens. Just let me message this out. Also, it is raining here, so hopefully the power does not go out. But regardless, reminder, Tales from Mother's Childhood Volume 2 is on Amazon right now. So if you're interested in the stories of a young girl growing up in 1950s Appalachia, that is available, and it would help support me, which in turn helps support the channel. So just let me message this out. Sorry for doing that ad every time, but it's the only way I can really get the information out, because advertising costs money I unfortunately do not have. That and the paid advertising barely works anyway. Oh, nope, did not want to do that. Just working on getting the stuff out. Alright. There we go. Also, I don't know why, but my computer decided to let me message this out. But yeah, finally ended up. One thing is, if you decide to... Oh, sorry. Almost sneezed. Did not want to sneeze in your guys' ear. Especially if some of you are using headphones. If you guys were... if you guys just ever update from Windows 10 to Windows 11, advice on that. You do not want to... Okay, so... yeah, if you ever do that, make sure you manually update your drivers, because I did not do that when I just recently updated to Windows 11, and it resulted in my computer just completely glitching out graphically because it was trying to use graphic drivers for Windows 10 for Windows 11. So be careful about that. My computer's now fully updated for that, but just be careful about that, because if you aren't, it can cause major issues. Anyway, I suppose we should get started and try to figure out how to deal with Roxy. Also, it is raining, so... But it's not supposed to be, like, super windy. It's not, like, supposed to be a thunderstorm or something. It's supposed to be more of a rainstorm. Which we do. We are under a flood warning, but the thing is, I live on a mountain, so the flood warning does not affect me personally. I do feel concerned for the people who live lower. I live in West Virginia. There's mountains everywhere. 95. We're called the Mountain State for a reason. And I do indeed live on the side of a mountain. When you're in my house, you can't really tell it's a mountain. But, okay, is everything... Yeah, that's kind of useless against Roxy because she no longer has eyes, so... Oh, let me recharge this before that because I won't have a chance. I've got basically the first part of this encounter down decently well. Okay, so gotta wait for her to be in that corner over there. And slip under here. Okay. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Roxy. I really do not want this to happen. I feel bad about this. Also, she just, like, glitched out.
You can't hide forever.
Oh, good. Okay. Problem is, I need to get her over here to do this. Oh. Okay.
Why are you hiding from me?
Okay.
I am still beautiful.
Okay, gotta just stay still. She can't hear me if I stay still. Okay. Ideally, I want to move when she's clear over there somewhere. This is tense. Now, this here is genuinely tense. Okay. So, I need to do some testing on how this works, because I think if I run and then stop, she loses track of me. Like, I think if I dash and then stop, she loses track of where I am. Okay, so... Because I think that's how it works. It seems like she loses track of me. Now, the problem is, of course, she can move through the fire without any problems, but I can't. So, that is an issue. Okay, and then just wait for her to be in the back there. Maybe the idea is that I use that distraction to lure her into the... back into the main room. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, let's see. Is she glitching? Is her pathfinding glitching out? Because if so, that's a problem. Okay, there she goes. She's still in there. Okay, because if she's at the back room, I don't think she can get over here fast enough. And now she's gonna meander past here. Unless she glitched out and is just gonna roam back and forth. Okay, so she'll lose track of me if I run.
I just need a little work done.
If I run and stop, she loses track of me. Okay, there we go. Now, I am wondering... if I trigger this, will she come back into the room? So... will that lure her back into the room? No, it does not seem like it does. Okay, yes, it did.
Everybody still loves me, right?
So that will lure her back into this room. Ah, this model is creepy. Okay, so that will lure her back into this room. I just need to figure out the correct timing. Okay, that did not work the way I expected. Okay, so... So, that does not seem... Okay, that did not work. Now, the problem with getting through the fire is she can move through the fire without problem, but I can't. So I gotta find a path through the fire I can use. So, now this is not frustrating. This is not like the other thing, because I feel like... there's a learning curve to this. I feel like I'm just not taking my time, or I'm doing something wrong. Okay, so it does seem like if I run and get far enough away, then stop, she loses track of me. Okay, so gotta wait for her to get over there. And pause. And then dash over this way. Which that time I don't think she even noticed me. Then once she gets back there far enough, then I dash again. I need to get over here so she...
He must be cheating.
I need to...
Still beautiful.
do that. Does this mean Freddy possesses her eyes? I've not actually gotten to do that. Okay, so... let's see, how far away is she from... Okay, I'm going to make an attempt to use... Okay, that actually worked. Okay. I don't think she's big enough to get in here, though there's still the stupid... Did I get away from her? I think I did. Okay, see, now I'm back. It's me from the last stream. Hello, welcome back. We just managed to get past Roxy, so that's... See, that felt fair. That felt like a fair that felt like a tense...
My hair is ruined.
That felt like a genuinely tense... Yeah, good idea.
Why are you hiding from me?
Okay, now, I know there's a... Okay, the save point's over there. Oh, okay. We can save, we managed to get past that. Okay, now that was actually a very well designed, tense section. Not too long. That's the other thing. It wasn't too long. Okay, I need to pull up my map because... Because the map that the game comes with is worthless. Okay, so... if I remember right, she has scent sensors. Don't ask me how that works. It really shouldn't work that way, but it does. So, yeah. Okay, where do I need to go? Need to get back to the ground floor is what I need to do. In the garages. So over here. Also, does the blaster work on these guys? I feel like it should, but I don't think it does. In fact, I don't really think I have to do much dodging right here. So, like, over here. Power drain. Okay, I'll look into that. We keep getting brownouts, so I got fed up and did a little investigation. It looks like something is drawing a massive amount of power from the work site and it's a high voltage cable that disappears right into the foundation. There is definitely something under us. We're going to bore back into the foundation and find out what it is. Okay, that's not ominous at all. See, this is something I don't... This is something that hurts to think about, is that these things are a lot of kids' favorite creatures. Okay, options, what is it, controls? Wait, is L2 not used for anything? Like L1 is, but it looks like L2 is not used for anything at all? Because if it's not used for anything at all, that actually might actually be something I might want to redo some bindings, and if that is the case. Well, it's okay, so it's supposed to be for one, but for some reason mine isn't. Okay, I don't know. Also, let's make them large. Ah, reticle. Okay, there we go. Okay, in that case, I am actually going to switch that to L2. Also, it's R1 is not used for anything, right? Like, R1 is not used for anything, that won't conflict with anything else. In which case, I'm going to put the crouch on R1. Yeah, that's a lot easier for me. I wish I'd known that before, because I don't really like the pressing down on the keys, because I always feel like I'm going to break the dang thing. Okay. I did not actually mean to call you. Yeah, I got the aim now. Alright, I'm gonna have to now remember my own changes to the control scheme. Yeah, to me that just feels a lot more organic. I did not know I could actually change that. It just feels more organic to use the bars. I should probably actually have the secondary set to it. Oh, wait, I had it for the opposite. It was the opposite originally, wasn't it? Just in case muscle memory kicks in. I don't particularly remember where I got the party... Oh, yeah, the party pass was over there. I keep... Okay, how did you find me? Okay, that was something I brought on myself. Sorry, my wrist is bothering me because I did a bunch of weed eating the other day. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go re-get that stuff from in there, but that's fine. I hope it saved my preferences. That would be nice. Hi, Ruin Eclipse. Yeah, at least I saved, because if I didn't, I would be... Okay, it saved my... Saved my preferences, that's great. Now, these guys can't hear me at all, can they? Like, they don't have... Okay, let's test. This is useless against Roxy now. Okay, doesn't seem to work, or the opening to do so is just so precise. Of course.
Where are you? It's not there.
Okay, how exactly did she change from not noticing me to notice me? Because I've had her stand like right over me before. I know that it makes her a lot harder to avoid that she doesn't have her eyes, because you can't shoot her with the Phaser Blaster and blind her. But yeah, I feel sorry for doing that to Roxy. Like, she is 100% justified to be angry with me for that. I do really wish there was because I know this game has a ton of endings. I kind of wish that there was a earn your happy ending where you didn't have to destroy any of them and you stop them. Like, it feels like that should have been an ending. I get it's a horror game, but it feels like if they're going to make you go through the trouble of a golden ending, maybe it should have been the best ending possible. Also, I realized I could just jump into Freddy and just go back there that way, because she doesn't sense him. I mean, okay, maybe now she can sense me inside of Freddy. I know the daycare assistant can. I know Mr. Moon can. I think I've got enough energy left in him to make it back over there without issue. I know there's a charge station somewhere around here. Okay. 100% of fatal accidents involve human beings. I'm actually aware that you don't actually kill Roxy, because I know something different happens with her. Monty's another factor. Like, Monty is malevolent. Like, Monty actually did we know that he killed Glamrock Bonnie, like, intentionally, just for his position. Okay, I already read that. Okay. Because it came out because I wasn't actually that into FNAF at the time it came out. I like FNAF. I haven't actually played that many of the games, admittingly. Okay, so I'm gonna have to sneak past without Freddy. Okay, technically speaking, it's not... Okay, this is new. Just watch out on the new game. It looks creepy. Yeah, I know Ruin is fun. Okay, re-theme. And the bowling alley needs a re-theme. While most of the Bonnie art was removed, kids keep asking, where's Bonnie? Do we have an officially approved response? Yeah, that's what I mean, is that Okay, I probably should have actually changed R1 and L1, inverted those, so that because that would actually make sense. Oh, The Secret of the Mimic. Yeah, I've heard that one's coming out. I am kind of interested in the, what's it called? The Not Secret of the Mimic. Okay, see if there's a Freddy upgrade. Yeah, and then he took his place. So that's the thing is, the others are being reprogrammed to do this. They're not doing this on purpose or of their own accord. They're doing this because Vanny reprogrammed them to act this way. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just change those controls now. Controls, okay. Okay, L being there works. And then I will change that to that. There, now... Now crouch is on that side and... Okay, there's actually... Where did Freddy go to actually call? Okay, there you are. Because there's a charging station, which is much needed at this point. Okay, you... Okay, I don't see an upgrade anywhere in here. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Okay, so now we need to leave. You know, I am noticing that destroying the animatronics doesn't really help us all that much. Like, when you get right down to it, they'd actually kind of hurt us more than it helped us. Of course. Did she teleport up here, or is she just not here right now? Okay, I'm just gonna get back through here. I don't see her anywhere. Okay, now we gotta get back to the start and give back to the main stage and go down to give Freddy Roxy's eyes, which I wish we didn't have to do that, because I still feel bad about that, because I don't think Roxy deserved it. Chica didn't deserve it either. I mean, we don't know much about Chica. Like, Chica's one of the animatronics that didn't get the most focus. Like, she didn't get much focus compared to the other ones, though it does seem like, given some of her... given we see her rush to Freddy when he malfunctioned on stage, I get the feeling she's nice. I get the feeling that she is benevolent, and I just feel really bad for the fact that the game makes me destroy them. Well, badly damage them. I don't think they're not damaged beyond repair. Like, they're not damaged beyond repair, so... Yeah, hang on. Also, killing animatronics do nothing. You can only see presence and break fences. Also, we don't even kill them. Yeah, you just make them more dangerous, actually. Like, you legit make them more dangerous. So doing this accomplishes nothing. It literally accomplishes nothing. All you're really doing is making them more dangerous. Okay, need to get to the stage so I can give Roxy's eyes to Freddy. Which is still very, very disturbing. I think Roxy normally is meandering around there. But yeah, it doesn't really accomplish anything. It just makes them more dangerous. Which I guess is a bit of karma. Since Gregory does not need to destroy them. Like, theoretically, if Gregory did nothing... Like, if Gregory did nothing to the animatronics... Like, if Gregory didn't do anything to the animatronics and just left them alone and spent the night trying to keep away from them, the situation would be significantly less difficult. So Gregory is literally just making his time harder by doing that. Like, all Gregory would really need to do is just not do the things, is just hide. There's no real reason for him to confront the animatronics. There really isn't. I mean, I kind of am not the first one to figure that out, given it's a common fan theory that Gregory's a psychopath. Like, Roxy can hear you 100 feet away. Monty, well, he is less dangerous, but Chica can get you from 6 feet away, and she doesn't make noise anymore. Like, she makes a distorted noise now.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Please select your preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
This is creepy. Like, there's a reason it's kind of a meme that...
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing.
Okay.
Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that happened. I honestly do not understand the hiding spot mechanic, considering they fail 90% of the time. Okay, so yeah, if he malfunctions, he kills me. Okay. Whoever at Freddy Fazbear's decided to do this is an idiot, but... Yeah, he should just hide in a scroller till 6 p.m. Like, okay, the, Moon could find him. But, like, Moon doesn't start wandering the place until, like, 5 a.m. Like, and no, this is not me bashing the game in any capacity. It's me mentioning that Gregory is making the situation significantly harder for himself. If he were to have just hid this whole time with Freddy's help, things would go significantly easier on him. Like, his situation would be significantly less difficult if he would just not do what he does. But I mean, he's a child. Like, the kid's a child. Of course he does stupid things. He's a child in a very intense situation, so it's completely understandable that he...
Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
Okay, so I need to pay closer attention to...
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing.
The thing in this game is that the vent guy can kill you. That's so dumb. Yeah, that's weird.
The ocular connectors.
Okay, I need to pay attention here. Okay, take the eyes out of Freddy's face. Okay.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach the
Okay, I need to pay attention here. And I messed up. Okay. I don't understand this minigame being necessary, but whatever. But, yeah, like, this game has problems. Like, I think the reason the vent guy exists is just to prevent you from hiding in the vents. Yeah, the sound it makes. Yeah, that actually jump scared me more than a lot of the other jump scares. Like, honestly, this game could have been really great, but there was a lot of behind-the-scenes problems. And I kind of wish it would get the Sonic 06 fan treatment where someone just heavily mods the game to give us what the original intent was and fix the issues. There is someone that's fixed the pathfinding. I know there's a mod for the computer version where someone fixed the pathfinding on the animatronics to make them scarier. Minigames, yeah. Also, hi, Dander Woodlands. Also, geez, he's surprisingly fast when he's not crouching.
Welcome to Parts and Service, preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by...
What the? Okay, so don't press any buttons during that time or he jump scares you. Did not know that. Like the encounter with Roxy after, like, her boss fight, so to speak. That is really good. Like, I really like that part. That part is genuinely tense and spooky, and it's not too long. Like, that is my big thing with that made that really good, is it was not long. It was just long enough to be tense, and for me to feel like it was doable quickly. Like that, if they were all that, if all the quote-unquote boss fights were that short, it'd be a lot better. The game would be a lot better. My problem with, like, Chica and Moon's encounters are that they're too long. Like, those two are too long, and the game suffers for them because it's so long between save points, you get frustrated instead of scared. Where Roxy's was short enough and it was fair enough that I felt like I could do it in one setting. Okay, I need to wait for this because for some reason he jump scares me if I do things wrong. Yeah, it's short and sweet. Okay, I need to pay attention here.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets.
Okay, now I just need to pay close attention here and not zone out. I forgot. That was all my fault. But yeah, Roxy's boss battle is short and sweet. It is, and it's tense because of that. Hi, Piggy Fan Productions. Like, it lasts just long enough to be tense, it's scary, and it feels fair. it doesn't drag. Whereas Chica and Moon's encounters, less so Chica's, but more so Moon's, drag. Because it just... And same with DJ Music Band. Where there's just such a long distance between save points that you get frustrated. Oh yeah, the Minecraft movie. I have not seen that yet, mainly because apparently the theaters in a lot of places ended up being really toxic because of people acting out and throwing popcorn at the screen and generally causing a mess for themselves and others. I hear it was better than a lot of people expected. Like it's not movie of the year, but I have heard it was better than people expected it to be. Yeah, that's the thing, is I enjoy intense boss fights. They keep you on their toes, but Moon's goes on forever. Like, and if you fail once, you go all the way back to the start. One in the stream who hasn't hit the subscribe button, hit that button. Thank you. Yes, if you're in the stream and not subscribed, I would very much appreciate it if you did. And also, reminder: me and my mother have a book, Tales from Other Childhood, that's available in the description if you're interested in the story of a girl growing up in 50s Appalachia. I did Phaser Blast. Okay, I need to concentrate here. Why did someone decide, hey, we're going to do this as Simon Says?
Placement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done.
Okay, I need to pay attention here. Okay. Okay. I lost track. That was my bad. Yeah, I hate boss battles with one shot. Yeah, like... If there was only one generator with Moon, or one or two, if there were two, but the fact there's four is the problem. Like, the fact there's four, and the fact that Music Man, DJ Music Man's boss fight, has you have to, if it was not for having to trek all the way down from the top to the bottom to start the boss fight every single time, that would be a lot better. I do Monty Golf first because it makes the West Arcade harder because Monty has sunglasses so the Phaser Blaster won't work on him. I honestly found it harder. I've actually heard conflicting things with that, where some people say that it's easier because Monty is damaged afterwards. So it's harder to get away from him. But, I mean, it's easier to get away from him. But, and I made it harder on myself by doing Chica. Moon's boss battle reminds me of Searchlights from Pressure. I don't know. I have not played that game.
Welcome to Parts and Servant, preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by
okay, it's not too hard. I just keep blanking.
Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Okay, let me focus. Okay, square, square, triangle. Okay, there we go.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open
I'm glad you enjoy it. And I pressed the button too early. Dang it. I did not know that that would cause that to happen. Like, I don't... Like, that is one thing I find irritating, is the fact that if I press the button early, despite knowing the button to press, I get jump scared. Like, to me, that's kind of dumb. And I am very glad that this is your favorite game in the FNAF series. I am very glad that that is the case. I have my issues with it. I'm still enjoying myself, especially after getting past certain parts of it. I just have issues with it, and I really would like to see some fan take this game and fix and do a mod to make it better and more along the lines of what we probably would have gotten had the production crew been given the right amount of time. I have a feeling everyone's going to like Secret of the Mimic a lot. Yeah, I think they are. So far from what we've seen, like Ruin, I hear Ruin is way better. I think when Freddy is not with us, he is playing in the mud. Maybe like that would explain why he looks a lot more dirty. I don't understand how these things end up getting dirtied up. That is another thing. But I mean, that is an interesting point. I get that, like, this game suffered from a lot of behind-the-scenes crap. And that's one reason I kind of like to see a fan give it an overhaul. Okay.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Okay, let me watch. Square, square, circle. Okay, there we go. Take the eyes.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets.
Okay, now let's see.
Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
Okay.
It is time
there
to
we
close
go.
the faceplate. Commence testing phase.
Okay, this is actually getting a little frustrating. Why is that part so long? I press one wrong, like that's the annoying thing is I press one wrong button and I go right back to the start of this section. And that's one problem I have with this game a lot. And especially with this part, because this part doesn't need to be this long. Like, it really doesn't need to be this long. Like, I just pressed one wrong button and now I'm all the way back to the start. I have not played Ruin yet. I've seen clips from it. I've heard Ruin is better than the base game. If you like the base game a lot, I hear Ruin is even better. If you didn't like the base game, I hear Ruin is still good. It's still better and actually good. So I'm hoping that continues and Secret of the Mimic is significantly better than them both. One second. I'm sorry this is taking me so long. I thought I nearly had that in the bag.
Welcome to Parts and Service. Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder.
Yeah, I'm curious about Secret of the Mimic. I do also want to play the Into the Pit.
By removing Freddy's face.
I think that's what it's called.
To remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular
Okay, I need to pay attention here. Okay. There we go.
Great.
I've heard the opposite, but... Okay.
Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires.
Why is this such a long mini game? Sorry I'm getting frustrated. Good. Thank you, Luca Fersaro. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm getting frustrated. This is just getting on my nerves because this mini game should not be as long as it is. Like, that is my main problem with a lot of stuff to do with this game. Yeah, I hear they're good. But this is this is one of my main problems with this game. Okay, is parts that hold on that go on for too long. Like, that's my problem, or one of my problems with this game, and it's a thing with horror games. Like, it's annoying in any game. It is annoying in any game to do a lot of work and then just one mistake means that you're back to start. But it's especially bad in horror games. In horror games specifically, it is annoying. Because horror games rely on things being tense.
Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Okay, let me pay attention here. Okay. See, this is my problem. This is not this is not scary. I'm just frustrated. Like, if it was half as long as it was, okay, if this minigame was half as long as it was, it'd be tense. But it drags on so long that by the end, it's not tense anymore. It's just frustrating. Now, this is probably a lot easier. Like, I think this entire game is a lot easier for people that have a good memory. Like, people that have a really good memory, this game has a lot of repetitive stuff in it. Like, a lot of repetition, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Where if you memorize the map, you'll know exactly what to do. But if you don't have a good memory, like, if you have a good memory, then this is perfect. This part is a breeze. But if you don't have a good memory, like, I don't have the best memory. Like, I don't forget what happened 5 seconds ago most of the time, but
Welcome to Parts and Serve.
then again, maybe this is karma for Gregory for doing this in the first place.
The protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach the ocular connectors.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach
Okay.
the ocular connector wires.
Okay.
It is time to close the faceplate. Commence testing.
Okay, now I just need to get past this part and we're done. Okay, square X, square X, square X, circle, 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 square X. Ah, thank you. Okay, there we go.
How are your new eyes?
I am having a hard time adjusting. You look different to me. I can see movement through the walls.
Really? I didn't know Roxy could see through walls.
These are Roxy's eyes?
Well, yeah. There was an accident in the raceway.
Is she okay?
Well, nothing seems to stop her.
Gregory, good news. It is almost 6 o'clock.
Okay.
You'll be safe now if you find an exit. But hurry, the daycare attendant is loose one last time.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
There are wondrous colors and objects I never knew existed. Nothing can hide from me now.
Yeah, it's Roxy's, right? Dang it. Okay, I'm screwing myself over, aren't I? Okay, I think that's him. Oh, go to the giant elevator. Okay. Okay, so I can't go to the... Hi, Piggy Fan Productions. Oh, they won't let me save, will they? So if I die, I'm going to have to go all the way back to redo the entire mini game to put the eyes in, aren't I? Should choose the stay so when you go, you can do Monty after you stay. Okay, I don't like this. I can't get into your chest, which scares me. Okay, where am I supposed to be going? I don't know where I'm supposed to actually be going. Okay, for some reason my charging is not actually leaving, so that's good. Okay, but where is the exit? Because I don't know. Okay, I'll deal with this later. I don't know where the exit is. Remember the doors that blocked you and then you couldn't escape, but that's where you escape. Okay. Okay, so the charging station's not activated. How? So now I gotta do the whole stupid mini game all over again. Sorry, I'm frustrated, but I don't like the fact that I have to now do the mini game all over again because it wouldn't let me save. Or can I just not get into Freddy's chest, go save, and then get into Freddy's chest? So I've got to get there by 6. Okay. So am I allowed to save first? Am I allowed to not go into Freddy's chest, leave the room, save, and then come back and get into Freddy's chest? Am I allowed to do that, or do I have to redo the minigame every single time I die? So I basically have to do the minigame all over again every single time I die. That is how the game is going to work. It is, as soon as I get the minigame done, I've got to make a rush to the entrance, or I have to do the minigame all over again. That is dumb. I'm sorry. Sorry if it feels like I'm bashing on a game you like. I know how that feels. I'm sorry. I'm just very. This is just bad game design.
Preparing for upgrade procedure. You may now enter the protective cylinder. Let's begin by removing Freddy's face. Press Freddy's nose to remove skull housing. Carefully detach.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm upsetting you, because I know you said you liked this game. There we go.
Great. Plug the replacement eyes into the open eye sockets. Well done. Reattach the ocular connector wires. It is time to close the faceplate.
That's sad because this is a mini game that would always mess me up.
Commence testing phase.
Yeah, and thank you for not being upset, but... Okay, triangle, triangle, square, triangle, square, triangle, square, X, triangle, square, X, triangle, square, X, triangle, square, X, circle, triangle, square, X, circle, triangle, square, X, circle, square, triangle, square, X, circle, square, triangle, square, X, circle, square, then X again. Triangle. Okay. There we go. Okay, can I actually go save before I turn him on? Or can I just not leave the room at all? Okay, I can leave the room, so maybe I can go save, and then I don't have to do the minigame again. Dang it! That is so annoying.
How are your new eyes?
I am having a hard time adjusting. You look different to me. I can see movement through the walls.
Really? I didn't know Roxy could see through walls.
These are Roxy's eyes?
Okay, I can't even leave the room until then.
There was an accident in the raceway.
Is she okay?
Well, nothing seems to stop her.
Gregory, good news. It is almost 6 o'clock. You will be safe now if you find an exit. But hurry, the daycare attendant is loose one last time.
Okay, gotta rush through here, and then I got to... Okay, you should choose to stay so you can go to multi-golf, because Freddy will give you another party pass. Okay, so here's my issue with doing that. I'm aware that you cannot, that there's only one place to save during the post 6 o'clock area, and I don't know where it is. Okay, where do I go to get out of here? Okay, well maybe we'll do that. Now, I just need to figure out where to go to get out of here because I genuinely don't know. Okay, so where on the map do I go to get out of here? Right after you get off the elevator that leads to the atrium, it will be right in front of the elevator. So I just go straight? Do I just go straight? Like just like this? Am I doing this right? Okay. Okay, now where? Yes, go up the stairs. Okay. Okay, now where? Do I take this, do I take the elevator? Oh, please tell me the game did not just crash on me.
Hey, little man. You know what time it is? The doors are open. Why are you still here? You plan on moving in, or you just want a job? Maybe join the internship program. You would make a great security guard. Gregory, I think you deserve a reward. Go check the main stage.
Yeah, I'm not going to the main stage.
Did you know that everyone loves pizza? Yes, it's true. Based on a double-blind study from a leading fast-food publication and scientists, 100% of those questioned would choose pizza over any other food group, even people with wheat and dairy allergies. This has been another fun fast fact.
I mean, Vanessa's trying to get you down. Yeah, I figured. Okay, so where is... why can't I leave? Oh, there we go. Okay, now I imagine I'm just supposed to head this way. Okay, exit. Okay. There we go.
Freddy, it's open. Let's go.
No, I cannot exit this facility.
Of course you can. Come on. We can hide you somewhere.
Without a recharge station, my systems will shut down within an hour. It is a safety precaution. It is my design. This is where I must stay. Do not return. It will never be safe. I will miss you.
Freddy, if I leave now, nothing will change, will it? There will be more disappearances.
Yes, I am afraid that is correct. Gregory, you have a choice to make. The door is open, and you can go. Or you can continue to investigate the secrets.
Okay, so we've got stay, leave, or van. What does happen if I choose Vanny? Or should I just choose stay? Also, there's a noise that's scaring me, and I don't know what it is. Because I'm seriously afraid that if I leave this screen, I'm just going to get jump scared. What happens if I choose Vanny? Like, what does that mean? Will no longer be available if you say there's a single daylight save station in the atrium. Use this wisely. Okay, so use stay. Okay, I'm trusting you on this.
You are staying? found this party pass. There are areas we have not investigated. Lead the way, superstar.
Okay, party passes. Yeah. Okay, so we want to go to Monte Golf. Well, first we're going to the atrium save station because we really need to. Okay, where is the atrium save station at? Because I really need to save. Okay. That would be helpful. I mean, okay, so... Okay, there's one on the... Okay, the second floor atrium. Also, is Freddy's battery just not an issue now? Like, is the battery just no longer an issue? Well, first off, let's save. Okay, second floor atrium. Is this the atrium? Okay, no, his battery is definitely still a problem. Okay, well, first let's get to the atrium, which I think is the middle section.
For your safety, please stay clear of the doors.
Also, this reminds me, if you've not seen it, there's a fan-made crossover game video called Indie Cross. I highly recommend checking it out. It can still run out, but okay, so that would be helpful. Yeah, I'd be very grateful for that. Well, I guess in for a penny, in for a pound. I guess we're going to try to get the golden ending to the game. That'd be very helpful. Yeah, I do not like that is. I don't understand them shutting off all the save points after if you choose to stay. That I don't understand. Like, I don't get the game design philosophy of that. I also don't really get the game design philosophy of the long sections with no save points, but I just don't understand the, like, I guess the idea is to make it feel more tense, because if you make one mistake, you're sent all the way back. But to me, that does not make things tense. It makes them frustrating. Okay, is the door open? There we go. Alright. So, gotta get inside, and... Okay, where is the this save station? Aha! Right here. Okay. So now that's complete. Okay. So now I can actually see where stuff is, which is cool. So I take it some of these are the... So get off. Okay, so go to salads and slides. Salads and sides. Where is that? Is it on this floor or is it on a higher floor? Probably want to save. Okay, so on this floor or a higher floor? Like, I normally would not ask the audience for help, but I don't want to mess this up because of the situation. Go turn around. Okay. This way? Okay, this floor. Okay, I see it. Oh, actually, I probably should find a safer spot to eject from. So, in here, right? Yeah, I figured that. Okay, now where is it? And there, go outside it. Okay, outside. Okay, else I did know about the jump scare. Okay. Go on the table right next to the vent. Okay. Ah, right here. Okay, Freddy upgrade. Okay. So, also I think there's a recharge station back here somewhere. Okay, so and now go and see how many health bars Freddy has quickly. Well, actually, if I go down here, then I can just put him in a save station. I mean, a power station. Because I distinctly remember there's a power station down here.
Did you know that bears like pizza sauce more than honey? It's true. Before their extinction, bears were known to attack pizza delivery trucks more than any other food service vehicles.
Okay, the next upgrade is in Roxy Wasteway. Okay, I wish I'd known that. Well, I take it these upgrades only showed up. Did these upgrades always exist, or did they only show up after the whole thing? Also, I need to get back to the save point. That's another thing I need to do.
And another fun fast fact.
They always existed. Okay, in that case, I wish I'd gotten them before I upgraded Freddy. Okay, now where is the save station? Right here. Okay, this is why I came down here. Hello, Freddy. You now teleported, and now we are going to get in the safe in here. Okay, yeah, he has more power now. Okay. Also, that would be like, that does not look comfortable. I don't know how Gregory manages to stay in there. But yeah, FNAF actually plays a big part in the second episode of Indie Cross. So that's why I brought it up. It's really cool. Should probably also have this out, because it won't work against Roxy, but it will work against the other two. Okay, I'm going to not use Freddy if I don't have to. Okay, which way do I need to go? Okay, I need to go, like, right outside of this. And then upstairs. Then back to Roxy Wasteway. Okay, first off, save, because I don't want to have to do that again. Okay, there we go, and I believe I need to go this way. I think I need to go over there. Yeah, juking these guys is not that difficult. Alright, I'm back. Did you see how many... Yeah, he has, I think, at least one more bar. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like that works on them very well. Okay, back to... Actually, it probably is worth my time to call Freddy and jump in him every once in a while just to look around to see if I see anything. Like right here. Oh, okay. Okay, so look around. Okay, so this is an important question. Which Roxy Raceway? Okay, in the actual raceway part. Okay. So not is this part here? Is it this part here? Or the other part? Like, is it this part or the other part? Like, is it this part or the other part? Okay, so the other way. Okay, the other way. Got it. Which, I don't need to be in Freddy right now. Really should not actually be in Freddy because I don't want to burn through his battery. Though his battery does seem to last longer now. Okay, let me actually recharge my flashlight. Okay, I don't actually need to do that right now, so... Okay, so this way. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Okay, so dash over this way, because there's never any animatronics in this section. Wait, what did I just do? Okay. Did I just go off the map and get myself stuck? What did I just do? Am I stuck? Did I just glitch out of bounds? Yeah, I think I just glitched out of bounds. And I don't think there's any way out of this. What the heck? Did I literally just glitch out of bounds? What? Why can this be done? Like, there's nothing here to stop me from doing this. What the heck? Why is this possible? Why is there not an invisible, like, a cage? Like, why did they not just put the barrier here? What the heck? Seriously? I mean, it's not that much progress, but it's still annoying that that still should not be something that can happen. Ooh, almost dropped my controller. So now we gotta go all the way back there. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's just like a hop, skip, and a jump over there from the save point, but it's still a little annoying that that actually can happen. Or did I fall into a place that is normally accessible and I just had a bad luck? Or is that normally not accessible and I just glitched out for some reason? Everyone's favorite movie. That's actually a good question. I have trouble answering that one because I like a lot of movies. I really like Balto. That's one of my favorites. Inside Out or Inside Out 2 is definitely up there. I debate which one of those two I actually like more. Okay, I don't really have to crouch because these guys don't have ears apparently. Like, I guess those guys just don't have ears. I thought Inside Out was the worst movie of 2024. Well, that's perfectly... Like, if you didn't like it, that's fine. But it's one of my favorite movies ever. So, that's perfectly fine. Some people like one thing, other people can't stand it. I know very well how that works, because I have been on both sides of that. Okay, not that... Yeah, this way. Okay, this way. Okay, so... let's get over here. I don't know why there's some hiding spots in places that you would never go. Oh, in 7th place overall? Okay. Yeah, okay, so see, why can I get through here? Like, there should be a gate or something to prevent me from going down that way. Okay, so here we are. We are now in Roxy Raceway. So I'll summon Freddy. Sure. Like I said, I really liked it, but if you didn't like it, that's equally as valid. Okay, so important question. Can she sense Gregory inside Freddy, or am I safe from her? Okay, I see one in there. I don't think this is it, but I'm right here. What the heck? Okay, where's the upgrade?
I know you're there.
Is it over this way? I don't. Okay, that's one I've already gotten. Also, I know there's a charging station in one of these, so I don't really have much. I'm just trying to find the charging station for the moment. I know there is a charging station in here. Okay. So, mission accomplished there. Let's get out of here as quickly as possible. I know there's a charging station in here somewhere, which I kind of need. There it is. Okay, there we are. Okay, so now do we go to Monte Golf, or should we go after more upgrades first? Well, first things first is getting back to the save point. That's the first thing. Okay, those are all the upgrades, so Freddy's got a fully upgraded battery now. Well, that is very helpful, especially because it does seem like it burns through less quickly now. Like, the battery seems to last longer just in general now. He used to have 5 bars, but now he has 7. Yeah, that I like. Channel up teen 3. No, I don't remember. I don't remember a WE cartoon called that. But thank you for that. I really do appreciate the help with that, because that is incredibly helpful. Okay. Benefit is I can now see where all the stuff is, which is fantastic. That is creepy that he says that, but, well, okay. Like, but yeah, I do find it amusing that, like I said before, Gregory just kind of made this whole situation worse for himself. Because, okay, let's say he survived until 6 p.m. without any of the... Yeah, I'm fine with you letting me know that. Like I said, I like it a lot, but if you don't like it, that's perfectly fine. I'm open to hearing why. Also, apparently this atrium save point was actually a later addition to the game, and originally that was not the case, which to me is kind of dumb. Okay. But yeah, if you want to tell me why you don't like Inside Out 2, that's fine. Oh. Okay, so we have... Seems like it's the new emotions versus the old, and I think that... I think the movie seems like it's the new emotions versus the old, and I think that raises them is bad. Oh, you mean Inside Out 2? I can see it. I personally kind of saw it more as just a clash of her mental state to make her feel better, to make her, as she tries to figure everything out. Okay, I know that there's a charging station somewhere in this area. So I don't have to run all the way back downstairs. I can. I think I get what you're trying to say. That wasn't how I read it, but I think that is I think that's an understandable issue with it. Okay, I'm just going to go down the elevator, and seems to kind of recreate Inside Out 1, like some people copied off ideas. I can see the criticism. I don't necessarily agree with it. It might be one reason I do like Inside Out 2 is purely because I have anxiety disorder. Minor voice acting role. Okay, that is cool. Young Ye has a minor voice acting role in Inside Out 2. That is cool. Like, I think one reason I like Inside Out 2 is that I have anxiety disorder myself. So I really understand what was going on there from, like, my own mental state. Like, I know what an anxiety attack feels like, because I have had anxiety attacks. Panic attacks. I've had panic attacks. And they're not fun. So I kind of understood that. Yeah, I'm familiar with Young Ye. I'm familiar with him. Okay, so I don't think we have enough time to do the Monty boss fight. So I'm going to recharge Freddy and then look around for a couple more upgrades. If you think they're bad new characters, that's perfectly fine. I do notice that you didn't say, embarrassment. So I'm assuming you like him better for some reason. Okay, let's get to this charging station, and then I want to look around. We don't have time to do Monty's boss fight, but I like to look around this level to see if I can find anything. Stop smiling, the customer is always right. To find some more items before I go, because I can't do Monty's. There's not enough time for me to do Monty's boss fight right now. So I'm just going to try to look around for items. Hello, Bacon. Bacon plays Roblox. But if you think they're bad characters, that's fine. Me and Mom more like embarrassment because he was kind of helping the old a little bit. Golden Chica, that's something I've never heard before. Yeah, like here's the thing with embarrassment in that movie that I do like. Embarrassment is also Riley's conscience. Because if you notice, he's the one that makes her feel bad for nearly getting in trouble with the teacher, but with the coach. And, okay, so that's on the other side of the wall. How do I get on the other side of this wall? I can't get through there. Played Security Breach before. Is it scary? I'm going to say, for me, not particularly, but that highly depends. Okay, I think I need to get, I need Monty's Claws, I think, to get in there. For me, not a lot. Okay, that's the one I just opened. But for me, this game isn't too scary. The plot of Inside Out is just Riley trying to have friends. I personally like that about it. But, again, like, that's the thing. Movies are subjective. Enjoyment of any form of entertainment is very subjective. So, if you don't like something, that's perfectly valid. Do you play as an animatronic? Because I was confused by the battery thing. No, you can ride inside of Freddy. You can ride inside of Freddy's chest cavity. Which is weird, but... Which is weird, but it's a game mechanic. I honestly don't know how a child the size of Gregory can fit in there. Probably not very comfortably. I also don't know how he kind of sees through Freddy's eyes. Okay, so you'd still give it a 3 out of 5. Yeah. Oh yeah, Freddy is an ally. This is Glamrock Freddy. The others are reprogrammed, and because Gregory chose violence, I had to destroy them. I mean, I had to badly damage Chica and Roxy, which I genuinely don't like the fact that I had to do, because they don't deserve it. Like, Roxy and Chica do not deserve what has been done to them, but the game requires you to do it to them. Okay, unfortunately you came very late, so we're actually just winding down. Okay. Okay. If it was a 10, I would give it a 5 out of 10. Okay, so in your opinion, Inside Out 2 was not great, not terrible. It just was okay. Now, personally, I like both movies. They're really good movies, but I think part of it is the reason I like Inside Out 2 is that feeling of understanding what's happening, because I have anxiety disorder. So I have panic attacks, so I understand how anxiety feels. And how Riley is feeling when anxiety has taken the reins. Sure, we got a little bit of time. What is your favorite movie of 2024? We've actually had quite a few movies this year that I've heard are really good. You got to watch them. Okay, you got to watch the Minecraft movie today. I hope you enjoyed it. I've heard it's better than a lot of people were expecting. Like I've heard it wasn't it's not a masterpiece of cinema, but I've heard it was better than a lot of people were expecting it to be. But yeah, if you want to tell me what your favorite movie of 2024 is, go ahead. I think my favorite Godzilla movie on favorite movies. I think my favorite Godzilla movie is probably Godzilla X Kong New Empire, because that movie's just fun. That movie is very fun. No, actually, that's my favorite MonsterVerse Godzilla movie. My favorite. They did make the FNAF movie. There is a FNAF movie. Twister 2. Oh, I liked Twister 2. Twister 2 was fun. I really do like Twister 2. That was a good movie. I would really like the original. Transformers 1 and Sonic 3. Yeah, those are both really good. Those are both really good movies. Transformers, I'd say of the two, I like Transformers 1 better. In fact, I'd say Transformers 1 is probably my favorite film of 2024, probably. Either it or The Wild Robot. The Wild Robot was also really good. But anyway, that's where we're going to end this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye! I still don't have a catchphrase. Also, yeah, feel free to... I have to go because I've got to prepare for a D&D party. I mean, D&D session. But if you want to save that for next time, feel free. I do these on Wednesdays and Saturdays. See you later.